Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see, in this game, an all-10 match, I am in a division with Ram. He's in the Gearing, I am in the Montana. Now, I am very much a DD main, but I have played a little bit of everything. Not so much CV since the rework. Prior to that, I have a handful of games in the new CVs, but the majority of my games from the beginning to now have been in destroyers with a good mix of cruisers and battleships, but I really haven't played Montana in a long time. And when Ram said he wanted to play a tier 10 match, I said, well, this is a good opportunity for me to play the Montana, which I haven't played in forever. So that's the background. Matchmaking, well, it's pretty decent. You can see we do have CVs on either team, and that's always a threat. Rick Tuffin is definitely a threat. Gearing, Shimakaze, and Holland on the enemy team. It's potentially a lot of torpedoes, so I'll need to be careful and hope that my own CV on my team and the friendly DDs, including Ram, will help me to You can see there's quite a range on this ship. But that's most tier 10 battleships, right? Now something's got me lit up. That's that aircraft there. Let's see if I can make Yoshino pay for lobbing HE shells my way. He's just about come to a stop there. And I am not detected right now. So, to fire or not to fire? Hoping he was going to continue around the island, but it doesn't look like he was going to, so I let the shells fly. Next to nothing. That's alright. 11 seconds, I'll do it again. And you can see Ram is in the cap over there, which is pretty aggressive, but you know, they've got a DD in that cap as well. Let's see if I can do a little bit more damage to Yoshino here. There's not really a whole lot I can do to help Ram where he's at. Yeah, just chip damage on Yoshino. And now I've kind of moved outside, and Yoshino was the only thing in there that I could shoot, so I'm going to try and help on this side. Henri gets a detonation on the enemy gearing. That's nice. You can tell where it says Henri and then has a little symbol of explosion. That's a detonation. Well, that gearing, he didn't apparently have the detonation flag or signal, and well, now he just got some more. Anytime you get detonated, you get some more. Des Moines on the far side, sitting over there at Echo 3, he's angry that Hiroshima on the one line is pressed up against the edge of the map. Now I complain, I would say regularly, not every game of course, but I complain regularly that battleship players never fire on DDs. Well, I just did. He must have thrown it in reverse a little sooner than I anticipated, but I still tried. You can see Ram is now completely surrounded. He's got Holland on one side, well, due north of him on the island. Shimakaze on the outside of that island, and Des Moines there, and now aircraft coming in. Yeah, that Des Moines, he's definitely
all
thought
stations,
about that.
concentrate fire on the target.
I have to be careful, I don't want to push him too far. I'm looking at Conqueror, he's showing a lot of broadside. It's difficult for me to get all my guns to bear on it because I've got this island on my starboard side. And I might be able to finish off Yoshino here, assuming the torps don't. He lost his engine, so I'm just going to try and put him out of his misery.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Yoshino's got pretty good. Hey, definitely did a little damage there. Our Des Moines is apparently not paying a whole lot of attention. He's about to, well, he did turn there. Now, that Montana's angled pretty well. It doesn't look like it when you're looking at him on the screen, but if you look at the thing just under the reticule there, that tells you that he's just over 30 degrees angle to me. So there's still a good chance of bounce, and you see 3 non-pens and 1 ricochet. So if you're not using the mod station, or any mods at all, that alone, that indicator below the aiming reticule there, that is worth installing the mod station all by itself. That is so helpful. Because when you look at the screen and you just look at the ship, you think, well, he's not angled, that's a lot of broadside. And then, but when you look at the indicator, you can see that it's probably going to bounce. And maybe you aim a little higher and do some damage. Can I finish off the Hindi back there? Looks like he's sailing in a straight line. Definitely is. So unless he turns now, that might finish him off. You can see that my team's doing pretty well. I mean, we've lost 2 ships. Yeah, there goes the Hindi. We've lost 2 ships. The enemy team's down half their team at this point. But we're about to lose Kurfürst and our Piamato. Still, this game's looking pretty good for us. Conqueror's going to turn in, so shells might go a little high. But I have to be careful here because I don't want to eat a broadside shot from that Yamato or this Montana. He's opened up his angle to me a bit, so I'm aiming a little lower here. Thunderer finishes off their Conqueror. Now we've lost 5 ships, they've lost 7, and I might be able to finish off Montana here. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be closing his angle at all, so I've got a chance here. Yeah, there we go.
Enemy battleship founder.
Our team has taken the lead.
And now I'm in the cap and have an opportunity to cap. You can see the Shima that they have kind of in the center of the map, Echo 5 or so. I don't want to get caught with a torp coming between these islands, so I'm just going to inch up here behind this island that's just off my port bow. Tough to judge where to put the shells, but I'll just send those out on a wing and a prayer. I think I might have shot over the top. Well, that turned out alright. I'll take it. There's the Shima that I was concerned about. And see if I can get a shot on him before he Gets out of sight, 6,000 HP. If I had HE loaded, I might do a little bit more here, but every little bit counts. Almost half of what he had left. I'll take it. I'm going to inch up here. There was a little bit of a lane there for his torpedoes, so I do not want to get caught. Oh, our Shimas, both of them are very low hit points. Theirs is almost dead. And here comes their Yamato. This is probably going to hurt. Went right over the top. I got lucky there. See if I can use this island. Our Shima puts torpedoes out. Now, I'm thinking right now, that Yamato, he's probably going to angle to the Shima. I mean, he may not see the torp ship, but he sees the smoke. He knows the Shima's there. The Richtofen had it spotted. So he's probably going to turn his nose into potential torpedoes, which is going to open up his broadside to me. And it did. And all I have to do is place the shot properly, and I might be able to just crush this guy right now. There we go. 3 citadels.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
And that puts him out of the game. So I got a shot at a Kraken here, but everything is so far away it's going to be tough to land shells. And we've got a Thunderer that's quite a bit closer. Down goes our Shima, at least one of them. Managed to secure the cap. Boy, look at that dispersion. That looks sweet, but I think I fired a little behind him. Yeah, he's accelerated right out from underneath those shells. So for a guy that hasn't played a battleship in a while, I did alright here. You know, I didn't light the world on fire or anything, but 4 kills, 155,000 damage, shot down a few planes, 6 citadels and a solo cap. I'm happy with that. It looks like we've got this game in the bag. It's 5 ships to 2. And I'm just going to full speed it up here and see whether I can't get shells on something again before the game is over. So, you know, angling, super important all the time, but particularly when you're in a battleship against another battleship. For example, that Yamato that I was able to finish off with the citadels. If I was showing flat broadside to that Yamato with those huge shells, he could have done the same thing to me. And again, if you are not using the mod station, or maybe Aslan's mod pack, although I recommend the mod station because Wargaming keep it updated pretty well, and it's easy to use. And I finish off the Vermont for my Kraken. Now goes our Shima. Now their CV player definitely knows what he's about. He's had 4 ships sunk. And I'm trying to be able to get more shells on that Vermont. I'd love to get a Kraken. Sometimes it just is not in the cards. He's turning in. There's the Richtofen again. Looks like he's going to be running north ahead of the Thunderer. I might have fired behind Vermont again. Yeah, 4 over pens. Looks like all I did was set up our Thunderer to be able to finish off that Vermont, so he's behind the island now, really tough for me to hit. I'm going to have to swing my nose to starboard. I hate to do that. I want to be able to get all guns on Richtofen, but I think this is my best chance just to chase the Richtofen. He's got his Kraken. He's had a heck of a game regardless of the outcome here. And RCV takes down their Vermont. Yeah, you can see that comment from our Thunderer. I know that there are some, well, we'll just be polite and say wargaming apologists on the wargaming forums, which I have not participated in probably well over a year at this point, who will, swear up and down that CVs are fair and balanced. I definitely do not feel that way. I think the ship type is just rife with problems. Damage is up to 184,000. 85 shells on target. But I don't think I'm going to get that Kraken.
Our victory is in sight. Sir.
So at this point I will say thank you very much for spending a little time with me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this replay commentary, please consider liking and subscribing. And I will see you next time.